Hey, everybody.
Hello. We're here. Welcome.
Where are you?
Yeah.
Welcome. We are Jenny and Jeremy from Copper Bottom Craft Distillery.
Yes, I'm the head distiller here. This is my wife, Jenny. I do all the distilling. She's the head of marketing, so she does all of our marketing for us.
I like to say that he makes it and I make it pretty.
Yeah. Well, I guess the big question is, well, first of all, thank everybody for either checking us out live or watching us later on. Either way, we really appreciate it. The biggest reason we're doing this is that, we have lots of followers and family and friends that, haven't had a chance to actually come to Distillery and actually hear about our story and know about what it is that we actually do. So we want to take an opportunity just to kind of give those people a chance to kind of look behind the curtain a little bit and see exactly what it is we do here. Get a little bit more information about the products, a little bit more information about us. Just really give us an opportunity to, tell people about us, our story, what we do, our products. Because not everybody can get to Holly Hill, Florida, but you do. I don't know what to do with my hand.
Stop shaking the table.
Anyway, sorry.
Sorry, I tried to nudge you.
Yeah, well, I'll put him behind my back. I don't know what I'm doing here.
All right,
Yeah.
Anyway. We opened Copper Bottom Craft Distillery. We partnered with Jeremy's family in 2015.
Yep.
And we launched in October 2016. So we're right at about 14 months or so now.
Yeah. So what we really wanted to accomplish with this first video was just kind of give you a little history of us, our background, how we kind of got into this. We'll see how this goes, but we're talking about doing a series of videos just on the different products, different procedures, different things that we do to, kind of give everybody like I said, a little peek behind the curtain, show us what we do.
When you come through the front door, when you get to come through the front door and go through a tour and meet Jeremy and hear how he makes everything, you're hooked. But we know that not everybody is going to get the chance to do that. So the best thing that we can do is get Jeremy and a little bit of me out to the world. I don't know, out to Florida. Hey, Chris Lee is on. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris. So so right now I just wanted to kind of jump into it a little bit and just say, tell you a little bit about our background, our family, how we got into this. Really, it all started started well before this, but about 6-7 years ago. Was it that long ago? How long ago? 5 years ago? I don't know. It was a long time ago. We went to Vermont for a family reunion. We were, my family's always been in the beer industry. My dad worked for 20 years for Schlitz Brewery. Both my grandfathers actually retired from there. So we have a long history in the beer industry. I grew up home brewing. I love making beer myself. Actually, there's probably a few people on here that have had some of my terrible beer.
Hi, Vinny.
But yeah, so that's something we always really enjoyed. So about 5 years ago, we went up to Vermont for a family reunion. We always stop in at craft breweries because even my dad, for a while there, he was even a consultant helping open up craft breweries. So we always stop in at different places when we go through. And we stopped at one, and right across the street, there was a brand new distillery. They weren't even open yet. We just happened to go peek through the windows, and the guy was nice enough to let us in. If you're ever up there, it's Silo Distillery. Really good people, really good guys. We only met them that one time. I've talked to them a couple times over Facebook, but really good people, great products too. So if you're ever up in Vermont, check them out. They're good people.
The owner was super generous, and he opened the door. Like Jeremy said, they weren't even open to the public yet. I think they were a week or two out even.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
And he brought us in and showed us around, and I was looking at their tasting room, which was gorgeous, and Jeremy and his dad were looking at the machinery, the equipment, and it was like a light bulb went off that day.
Yeah, so the biggest thing for us was we've always wanted to start a family business. My family, I don't know if it's rare or not, but we actually all get along pretty well. So, we always wanted to start a family business and get into something. Honestly, we always all kind of assumed it would be in beer because of my family background and our history in the beer industry. We figured that it would be a brewery. The problem is there's a lot of them out there. Vinny joined, he could tell you there's a lot of craft breweries out there. And I'll tell you what, most of them are doing really good things, and we would just be another one. So we wanted to do something in the same industry that was a little bit different. So we decided to make spirits. My background, I have a chemistry and biology background. I went to school and got a biology degree with a lot of chemistry that went along with that. After we left that distillery that day, we literally all looked at each other at the same time and said, okay, when are we starting our distillery? It all clicked for us at the exact same time. So that's part of the reason we knew it was meant to be and that we were going to do this.
The problem at the time was we all had great jobs.
Yeah.
Why are you going to leave a great job for a risk like that, you know?
Yeah,
so we had to wait till one of us didn't have a great job.
Yeah, there's always a reason not to do it, right? I mean, everybody's got good jobs. There's, plenty of risk involved. This is not an easy operation to get into. These barrels behind me here aren't cheap, let me tell you, especially when you fill them up. So yeah, there's always a reason not to do it. But a few years ago, I had a job. I was a sales guy selling computer software. Didn't really like it, but that's beside the point. That's beside the point.
He made great money.
I made good money doing it. We all went on a family vacation and came back and found out I didn't have a job anymore. So we decided, actually, we kind of figured it out while we were in Italy. And from place to place, city to city on the trains, on beverage napkins, believe it or not, we actually started our business plan and writing down how we were going to make this happen when we got back to the States. And sure enough, as soon as we got back, we started looking for property, ordering equipment. I actually went up to Kentucky. I took some classes up there, and I learned from some really great distillers up there to learn really the art behind it. I mean, I knew the science already. It's pretty basic. I mean, most of you guys have seen the shows, right? I mean, anybody can go out in the woods and make alcohol. But making something that's good and that's not going to hurt you is something that's a little more complex. So I went up to Kentucky because honestly, I feel like there's two places to go. If you want to learn how to make alcohol or spirits in general, you can go to Kentucky or you can go to Scotland. I figured I like Scotland too, but the problem is it's a lot further away. Again, didn't have a job at that point, so really needed to be somewhere a little closer. And for the most part, I can understand those people a little bit. Not about
we do get some Scottish folk coming through here though that are visiting Daytona on like the holiday.
Speaking of Scottish, and this is not Scottish, but I saw Andy just joined. He's not exactly Scottish, but same region or same part of the world.
You're over there.
Right? That's what happens when you're in America. Nobody knows where anything is.
Way to be American, babe.
That's just toting the line here, But
you want to tell them about the different products we have?
Yeah. So just to give you, I wanted to kind of show you again for some of you for the first time what it is we actually make. So right now we have 3 products. We have a vodka, just a regular vodka. I say a regular vodka. It's really good.
It's not regular.
No, it actually it's very good. We actually just won a gold medal for our vodka, and we were named one of the best domestic vodkas in the U.S.
In the first year,
and that was really only in the first 6 months or so. So we were really pretty happy about that. We also, in the same year, we won a silver medal in a big international competition as well. So we really are racking up the awards with this one. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a vodka drinker. I don't like vodka for the most part. Most of them just smell and taste like rubbing alcohol to me. This one doesn't. We have a lot of really nice flavor profiles which kind of sounds weird, right? Flavor in a vodka. But a traditional style of vodka actually does have just a little bit of character to it. And that's what we're trying to accomplish here. We're trying to make very good products a traditional way. We add no artificial flavors or sugars or anything like that to it. We use the best ingredients we can to start with, and then we filter it and put it in a bottle. That's it. We really want to make the best products we can. So this is our vodka. Again, not a huge vodka drinker. I drink this one literally just on ice. It's that good. And if you don't believe me, try it for yourself.
And he has spoiled me rotten. Now when I go get any other martini,
it has nothing to do with alcohol. I just spoil it.
Oh yeah, I'm so spoiled, you guys. He even lets me make him dinner. No, he spoiled me with the rum, especially though. Go into the rum because that mojito, a copper bottom mojito, you guys, you will never ever have another silver rum again.
Yeah. So our silver rum, this was actually our very first product. This is the one that took me the longest to produce, the longest time to produce. I went through a lot of different yeast strains, a lot of different raw materials to actually come up with this product. again, I'm going to be honest with you. Most white rums are very, very harsh. They're not made to just drink. Most of them are made to mix. Look up the number one selling, rums in the world. Most of them are white rums, and most of them are selling so much because they're just mixed in a lot of fruity drinks. I'll tell you, this one mixes really well in drinks, but it's also good on its own. I drink this one the exact same way. I throw it over ice, a little bit of lime on top, and that's really all you need. It's almost like a traditional daiquiri, and it's, again, very tasty. You'll get a lot of really interesting notes in this. We get a lot of butterscotch, banana, vanilla, and again, these aren't flavors that we add. These are flavors that come from the yeast and also the sugar cane that we use. We use a very raw, unrefined sugar cane, completely different than what most other guys use to make rum. I say guys, that's not politically correct, right?
Jeremy, girls can make rum too.
Girls can make rum too. I actually just saw that. Actually, just read an article. This is completely off subject. I read an article today that I believe it was Woodford Reserve. They just promoted a woman to assistant master distiller, which I thought was pretty awesome. Yeah. I mean,
there can't be very many female master distillers out there.
I wouldn't think so. I'm sure there is. But
Babe, do you think I could get promoted one day?
One day. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. But yeah, no. And that really. So yeah, most rums are made with molasses, and molasses, it's just a byproduct, honestly. When you're making table sugar or white refined sugar, it's just a byproduct. This is the whole plant. They take sugar cane, they crush it, they get all of the juice out, and then just boil the water out of it. So it literally is the entire plant. It's even got a grassy, earthy taste to it. It's really pretty good on its own. It makes really good chocolate chip cookies. If you could.
Instead of brown sugar, I use the
sugar cane.
Yep, the unrefined sugar cane that he's talking about, and the cookies are unbelievable.
Pretty good. Actually, she also made can you make a rum cake with that too?
Rum. I don't think I used the brown sugar in the rum cake, but that's a great segue to our next product.
Oh, wait, was I done to her with this one? Oh, no, it wasn't. So if you want to try this one, like I said, one of the biggest reasons we're doing this is because we want to kind of introduce this to a lot of people around the state, and a lot of people, not even around the state. There's a lot of friends and family and people that follow us from all over the country that just don't get a chance to get down here. If you are anywhere else in Florida and you can't try it here, all Stonewood Grill restaurants now carry our silver rum, and they use it in their mojito. So if you order a mojito at any Stonewood in the state, you're going to get
Stonewood Grill and Tavern. They're Jacksonville down to Wellington, Florida. They're all over.
A couple locations in Tampa, Brandon, obviously here in town as well.
Heathrow,
yeah. So if you ever get a chance, if you don't want to buy a whole bottle, grab a drink over at Stonewood. I tell you, it's really pretty good, and that's why they put us on the menu.
Mm-hmm. Jen, I will totally bring you cookies. I will.
I see. Okay, so here's another thing. I've never done this before. So am I supposed to be looking at the comments and the people joining, or am I supposed to be talking to the camera?
Well,
I don't do this.
I don't know. If you can read and talk at the same time. Oh, you're welcome, Jen.
Read and walk at the same time. Yeah,
read and talk at the same time. All right.
I can't do anything at the
So
same
this
time.
is the last product that we have right now. You are looking at the eye thing, right?
I don't know. Sure. So.
Oh, you guys are having fun.
We are.
Yeah.
So.
Where's my drink? I thought you were making me a drink.
Sorry. I mean, there are some. I mean, I'm sure.
What do you think I showed up to this thing for?
I'm sure there's something here we can mix up. But,
all right, keep going.
So yeah, so the last one I wanted to show you guys is our gold rum. Our gold rum, really the biggest difference between our gold rum and our silver rum is it is. Sorry, my hands again.
Well, you're shaking the table.
So anyway, the gold rum, the biggest difference between the gold rum and the silver rum is that we actually age it for a year in the barrels behind us. We do all of our own mashing, fermenting, distilling, everything here in house, including our barrel aging. These are the barrels behind us. This is what we use. These are once used bourbon barrels. We get them from Kentucky. We get them about 2 weeks after they dump them, and then we fill them back up with rum, and we age our rum in them. If you like whiskeys, if you like bourbons, it's got a lot of really cool notes in it because it's been sitting in a bourbon barrel for a year. But it's also got the underlying sweetness of the rum. It really does. It's a really cool combination of kind of a nice little whiskey and a rum drink. If you like mixing this kind of stuff up, I drink it, again, just on the rocks or just neat. If you want to substitute this for any kind of whiskey drinks. I've had it in Manhattans. I've had it in Old Fashions. Somebody came by the other day and wanted to make a rum and Coke with it, which I wasn't really thinking about, but I tell you what, it was pretty good.
Rum and Coke? That's so basic.
It's basic, but, it's like I said, it's got a lot of whiskey notes to it, so it's going to have, just like a good whiskey and Coke, it's going to do the same for you, so it's really pretty good. So I introduced the products, I introduced us. I wish right now we're not really set up for it. I can kind of show you around the distillery.
We'll do that next time.
All right. Yeah, we can do that.
We gotta get them coming back. We can't just show them everything on day one.
Throw the bait out a little bit.
I will say though, we have 2 events coming up. One as soon as tomorrow. It is our rum, music, and food truck event. Starts at noon. So if you are in the Daytona Beach area or can get to the Daytona Beach area conveniently at noon o'clock.
Noon o'clock, but give people the date because who knows when people are going to be watching.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know.
24th.
24th.
Yes. February 24th at noon, from noon to 3, we'll be out there. Lee from Southern State of Mind food truck is going to be out there too. Ask for the Key West shrimp and grits. And then our second event that we have coming up is Saturday, March 3rd. It is with Melissa Lapito, who is an amazing mixologist. She has like 25,000 followers on Instagram. Her stuff is beautiful, works of art on glass. And she's in glass? No, on. Well, it's in, and then, glass. But her garnishes are gorgeous, okay, and they are on the glass. Like the drink is what the drink is, but the art is on the glass. Anyway, Saturday, March 3rd, and yeah, it's open individuals. It's $50 a person, and you get to hands-on make 3 drinks over the course of the night, and then we have something exciting planned afterward with the Shores Resort and Spa. So
very, very cool.
Don't think that you're getting a hotel room with this.
No,
though, maybe.
It's nothing like that, trust me. But some of you on here, I see a couple names on here that have done and seen what we're about to do. It's really pretty cool. So if you get a chance to come out, give us a call. Definitely have to make a reservation though, because we only have so many seats available. So definitely, if you get a chance and you happen to be in the area and you want to come check it out, it really is a lot of fun. So that was those 2 events. There's one thing that I forgot to mention. Actually, I made up some little notes here because, again, I've never done this before. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So there's one big thing that I did leave out. And it's probably the biggest thing. I'm not sure why I left this out. It's, how are we different from anybody else? Right? I mean.
Good topic. Seriously.
So, we do make pretty standard products, right? We make vodka, we make rum. So make vodka and rum. They're pretty standard products, right? Everybody drinks vodka and rum. What makes our vodka and rum different? The biggest difference between ours and anybody else is that we really do use the best ingredients we can find. We take our time with the distillation. We don't add any flavors or sugars or colors or anything like that to it. Start to finish, we make everything here in-house, which here's kind of a little secret. Almost nobody does that. Almost everybody in this industry buys in bulk spirits, slaps a fancy label on it, puts it in a nice bottle, and calls it their own. We literally make every drop that we sell here. And there really is a difference in the taste. If you were to try our vodka, which is honestly why our vodka is doing so well. Our rums are doing very well also, but our vodka is winning so many awards because it's different than anything else you've tried. One thing I always tell people when they come is, because I always get asked, well, why is your vodka different? What's different about it? I always tell people you don't go to a craft brewery to get, a Bud Light or something like that. You're going there to get something that's a little more flavorful, a little bit different. That's exactly the same thing with this. Yes, we're making vodka and rum, just like those guys are making beer. But you can't tell me that, your local craft brewery doesn't taste different than most of the big guys out there. So, and that's what we're trying to do. Our vodka and rum are different. They don't taste like anything else on the market. And I can absolutely attest to that. The other thing I will say, if you do want to try it and you're not around to come to the tasting room and actually try it out here, we are available at, you can buy it at any ABC liquor store. If you have to be in Florida, any ABC liquor store can get it. We're in a lot of Total Wines as well. And if your local ABC doesn't have it, ask them for it. They can get it in a couple days. literally any ABC liquor store in the state can have it for you within just a few days. So.
Frank just said Grey Goose is dead to me now since I had yours.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Frank.
Thanks, Frank. Actually, speaking of that, we pretty much, like I said, we wanted to make this kind of short and sweet, just kind of go over just a little bit about us. Next, we'll probably do a few more of these videos, and we'll go a little more in depth into a couple other topics like barrel aging and maybe some of the rum, different types of rum and how we are different. But if anybody has any questions or anything, we are live. I mean, obviously, if you're watching this later on, you can still leave a question in the comments. We'll go back and definitely answer them. We love talking about this stuff, so I have no problem going back later on and checking it out.
And let us know where you're watching from, because I want to see how far this reach is getting. So if you're in another state or even in another country, Andy, are you here? Or are you back home? Let us know. Leave a comment and let us know where you're calling in from or watching from. Also, I think there's a way to do a notify me when Copper Bottom goes live. That's somewhere on here as well. So look for that.
Yeah, and if you just happen to be stumbling across and you find us, guys, please follow us. Follow us on here. Follow us on Instagram. Like I said, we're going to try to do as many of these as we can just to get the word out a little bit and to really showcase our products and what it is that we do. But we are going to do some other cool information too, just industry stuff that I think a lot of people really do. Once they do hear it, they're very interested to know, and a lot of things people just didn't realize.
Yeah.
So is there any questions? Did you see any come up? Because I'm not looking at the comments thing. I don't.
Oh, your mom is phoning in from the tasting room, she said.
It's a long way. Should we wave to her? She can probably see us from here.
All right. Well, thanks, you guys. Thank you for meeting us here. We're super excited to be sharing our family business with you. So once again, if you haven't stopped by, we've got free tours and tastings Wednesday through Friday evening, 5 to 8, and then all day Saturday. And if you're watching this today, then tomorrow, the 24th, is our food truck event from 12 to 3 right out front. Yeah, and subscribe, watch any of our upcoming videos, and try us out. If you get a chance, if you happen to be around, come in, meet us. And even if we're not open, here's the other secret. If we're not open, just bang on the door. Paul Samaroff. Wow. Oh my gosh. Hi, Paul. We were just talking about. We've got some stories involving liquor. Yeah. Talk about. Paul. And there's some reach there. Where are you, Paul? Are you out in? He's Scottish, isn't he? He's Scottish. Yeah. He's out somewhere. He's. Paul said send to Barcelona. Barcelona. So yeah, I know he's out there somewhere. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yes, there's definitely some. Paul was one of the reasons that we almost didn't get married. No, I'm just kidding. That didn't happen. That didn't actually happen. Good one, babe. Yeah, no, we didn't. No, just kidding. But, salt in the wound. All right, you guys. You can catch us again. Do you want to try to do this next Friday? Sure. You gonna be around? Yeah. Ask us questions so that we know what you want to know about. Yeah. If there's anything that we haven't talked about, or you want to hear about, or just know about, let us know. I'm more than happy to get into it and see if we can help you out. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend. See you soon.